And good morning.
Hey, I I was up until like 4 a.m. and
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna die.
Well, at least now you know what it feels like.
Yeah,
So
I've
when
got
it
an
actually
interview
happens.
at one. I've got a big interview that I'm kind of nervous about because I haven't had many with a hiring manager interviews yet. It's actually a really cool opportunity. It's AI software that uses existing networks of cameras in like manufacturing facilities and warehouses to avoid workplace injuries. And they're looking to hire someone that's never been a second line leader. Um, they're calling it a stretch hire. So they have like three salespeople now. So you'd start off managing them, and then you grow as the team grows. And the VC that led their Series A fundraising has this program to like bring you along and network you and sort of give you the training. And the compensation is uh like $150,000 more per year than I've ever been paid.
Ah,
Yeah. So I'm like a little in my head about it.
no pressure.
Yeah. I
I'm
just got
sure
an
it'll be
email from
easy.
the recruiter and it said,
Don't fuck this up for
hey,
us.
yeah, like here I've attached a job description for the VP of sales opportunity. Uh, please feel free to ask plenty of questions. Also, he's going to want to dig into your experience, your time at AWS, Sprinkler, Miro. Good to have your metrics ready. ARR, NRR, sales lifecycle motion, team size, hiring, quota, leadership, and teamwork strategy, data driven forecasting methods. Basically, most areas you would expect to cover with a modern recurring revenue go to market motion. Got it.
The verbiage in your industry,
I know.
especially when it comes to this, like what you need to talk about, is so annoying.
Yeah.
It's no better than all the fucking acronyms you hear when you hear someone talk about a government job, which we hear a lot of in here in DC. But
Yeah.
holy shit, man! Margin revenue go to market. But shut up,
It's
shut up.
like it's like learning another language, and if you know it, you have to prove that you know it by speaking it with the other person, even though you'll never use it again.
Is that right? So like
Yeah.
once you start the job, you're not like, well, Josh, since we're a modern data driven market, go to market revenue generation conglomerate,
Yeah.
what would you say your you like around the water cooler, like tell me about your I'd forgotten them already. I don't even know. Sounds terrible.
Yeah, it's just so difficult to like take that information and put it into a conversation, right? Like why am I better than someone else? If it's a conversation all about numbers, just look at the numbers, and if they're what you want, then great. If not, then they're in my resume. I don't need to read them to you, you know?
Yeah, that's annoying, man. I
Yeah.
I will, I don't like to discuss work too much on this call, but I have had some phone calls with clients after emails I send. They'll call me and they'll ask me what's the issue? And I'm like, do you want me to read my email to you? Are you asking me to read my email out loud to you? Because I'm not
I
going to
guess
do that.
that probably is what they're asking, right?
It is because and then they get all frustrated, right? Because then I actually say that, and then it becomes but that's kind of the nature of my role. But uh, that kind of shit is so stupid,
It's a numbers driven profession, right? But
right?
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's the stuff I would want to. I guess they need to know that, right? If I'm going to be the person that is their sales team and forms their sales team, then you know, you want to see something hilarious? I was
Yeah.
denied unemployment because I haven't worked at least 20 weeks or earned more than $10,000 in the last year. Check out this explanation. Notice how the sentence doesn't even finish
During the
in the
base
goal
year,
here.
there I can't read it. Hang on. Let's get Josh on the spotlight here so that the whole world can see his
Yeah.
his denial of unemployment.
Yeah.
There you go. Screenshot that, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah, covered by the. That's it, huh?
And then it starts again in the next sentence or the next line. That doesn't finish it again.
Yeah.
So I can appeal it.
That's good.
And if I appeal it, the appeal process only takes 6 to 12 months. I can do a written appeal, which is then reviewed by, I don't know, an appeal reviewer, and then goes to an in-person tribunal.
Oh man, you got to do it. That's good content.
Yeah, I just filed a new claim. I mean, I've tried to call them. You know what it is? I think I put Miro as the company instead of Real Time Board DBA Miro, which is the actual company name. But every time I try to call them, there's a recorded message that says, "We have too many calls. Call back tomorrow."
That's great.
Yeah,
that's like the free beer tomorrow sign on every Midwest bar. What a strategy.
And I'm like, well, I only have 7 days to appeal this thing, and I just want to talk to someone to say, like, well, hey, since I did work during this period and earn more than that says, do I really need to appeal?
Yeah. Everything you know about this is wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, good luck.
Well, now you're all caught up in my life.
Jeez, man.
Yeah.
Well, good luck this afternoon. Good luck with the unemployment board. I'd love to see that tribunal, man. I want to come to your tribunal hearing.
Yeah, I mean,
it gets scheduled.
I would love to present the evidence and say, and hear their deliberations. Well, as you can see from my pay stubs, I did work. Okay. But your claim was denied.
Yeah, that's a likely argument from somebody here trying to get money.
But it says here the claim was denied.
Yeah.
We have it here.
And we tried to bring the person in who denied it, but they're busy. They have too many calls.
Call back tomorrow.
They'll be here tomorrow, they said.
Yeah.
Well, I know you got to get to the choo-choo in a little bit, but by the way, when we stop calling trains choo-choos, man, I think
when they stopped being steam, when they stopped choo-chooing.
Too bad.
Yeah.
I saw something I actually texted you because I didn't want to forget it. I was watching that new PGA Tour golf show on Netflix.
Justin Spieth.
And they did a section on him. And they like followed him around. He went to go do a commercial. And he had they had him in like a blue polo, like boring professional golf guy clothes. And he seems like a pretty boring guy. He seems like a nice guy, man. I don't know.
Yeah, most guys on the PGA Tour are boring guys.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
They're boring white guys.
Yeah.
And so they're like, Justin, we want to keep it real. Or Jordan. This is Jordan Spieth. Jordan Spieth, we want to keep it real natural. We want to keep it real natural. Your line is just want to say, your hips. He's like showing some guy, whatever. He's doing like a line. And I was thinking, and he did it, and they're like, yeah, that's perfect because it's totally forgettable, and no one will remember anything other than you were in the commercial, which is our goal. And I'm like, if I was in that role, if I was in that position, there's no chance that I would be normal at all when it came to delivering my one line in this TV commercial. Like, there's just no way. it was just like he was watching. They're looking up at a screen, and he's like, "Yeah, no, the your hips aren't turning fast enough. Here, why don't you try mopping or something?"
It's a good line.
Out of context, it's really dumb.
Yeah.
But I guess whatever, it would have made sense.
I don't
so
know.
I'm like,
guess in context,
I've been like,
probably
you
wasn't that great.
see, like your hips, you're not turning them fast enough. Like I've just been like way over the top, right? And they'd be like, cut. We're just trying to sell TV here, and so we're not trying to reinvent acting. If you don't mind settling down,
dialing it back about 1,000%.
It's like this guy, the guy you're talking to, he's a professional actor. You're not, and so just say it normally, but like, oh, got it, okay,
yeah. Got it.
See, you're not really just not turning your hips. What I think would be best is if you use this mop and mop my house. I don't know. I just can't imagine ever going in there and at least in one take not doing something really dumb. And you too, right? You don't get that opportunity and like just even though it's going to be millions of TV sets during some golf tournament. Anyway, that's what I saw last night.
That's the stupidest thing.
Over the top commercial acting.
What goes through your brain? What's wrong with you?
Me?
Yeah, you.
What do you mean? You don't think that's funny?
I do think it's funny. I think it's very funny.
Mission accomplished.
I just would have never thought of it that way, which is why I'm tickled by it. I would have never. I wouldn't think I would have thought of it that way. But yeah,
I'm gonna go fill up my cup of Joe real quick.
Go fill up a cup of Joe. Hey, listener, I'm very tired. So here's what I think. If you ever have trouble sleeping, you should switch pillows. Change the game. Change your game. And then once your game's changed, go sleep.
Change your game. Change the game. Change your game. All right. I like that. That's good. That's good advice. Change the game. Change your game. So
game is changed.
Let's talk about this editing real quick.
Yeah.
So I'm just curious. Did we ever sign up for that thing? Did you sign up for whatever thing you found?
No, because we can do the editing right there in TikTok.
Okay, great.
A large life event is what's gotten in the way between me and doing that editing.
Okay.
But
I get it.
Feel like I'm gonna have more time now than ever.
Yeah. Hopefully.
But I don't though. Like that's the crazy thing is that I'm more busy now. Maybe also because I started selling jerseys on eBay, which is so much fun. I can't even begin to tell you.
Uh-oh.
I've made $1,500 so far in like a week.
Hey.
I'm going a little too hard as a way to compensate for my feelings of angst, right? So I'm filling my days with stuff, but this is something that I would actually like to fill my days with. Let me see if I have it open still, because I had the browser open. Not that one.
I thought I saw something in trim and repurpose. Yeah. So there is a way within StreamYard that we can actually do this. We can do this now. Yeah. Repurpose your content and publish videos that are up to 60 seconds long. And you can do it in 9:16.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, that would be even easier.
I know. It looks like this is right. Now, I don't know how advanced the oh. Yeah, it doesn't it fucking kind of sucks.
How can you?
I'm looking
What
at I'm
sucks
look
about it?
let me share my screen.
Yeah.
We're going to have to the problem is because we are you know, so this is an issue, right? Because this is what it'll end up looking like. Like we gotta like zoom in or out or something, but I don't think it's letting us do that. Like we'll have to
TikTok will let us do that.
brands. Yeah,
Okay,
it's,
so
the
TikTok
Nike, Nike's
will
the easy one.
be
but then
like
if
we're gonna
y'all
just show
Raven-
this
yeah, it's a little
section
far.
while Rich is talking, and then we're gonna
Y'all
just show
Raven.
this section while Josh
It's
is
the
talking. We'll go back and forth.
Jal Raven. I first
Or
learned
if
about
it's the
Jal
other thing,
Raven
if
when I
it's
was in
Roland Vaughn,
Iceland.
we can cut
Sheer
in
and I
and
went
out.
to Iceland together, and we
add
had a
things.
tour guide
Yeah.
named
That's what you told me.
Gigi,
Okay.
who was like
You might want to
just
pause
the
that,
most
'cause I
pleasant.
can hear that and
Oh, yeah.
and you.
Let's just go ahead and here's the catalog.
I just love the one with you with the mic over your mouth in costume, just thinking it up. Right next to the Michael Jackson video.
Some good thumbnails.
Yeah.
Miro, rest in peace.
Christian
here's us-
McCaffrey jersey.
Here's us editing. A lot of jerseys. Looking at a lot of jersey stuff. Some jersey talking.
Yeah. It's been on my mind.
Okay, so whoops. Let's stop that.
Did I tell you that I have an interview with OpenAI on Friday?
So you actually got one scheduled. Nice.
I actually got one scheduled. Should we
Yeah, do you want to why don't we just ask GPT to let's ask it to do some stuff for us right now.
yeah. I think I have it open. I was asking it yesterday about my
You have
interview.
everything. You never close anything. If you have it open, you just gotta find it.
Right. Oh, exceptionally high demand. Okay.
That mean you can't use it?
Let's see.
Not even
Like
for you?
I was using it yesterday to determine the market potential of the company I'm interviewing with. And it did it. I said, well, I asked what its market potential was and like should I work there? And like how much is it going to raise in its next fundraising round? And they're like, well, we can't tell you exactly that, but we can tell you that the global video analytics market is expected to grow from 4 billion to 11 billion by 2025, compounded annual growth rate of 22%. And then it talked about how there's going to be more competitors in the space. It was not anything that I couldn't have found online, but I didn't have to because it just summarized it all and it did it like that. It's crazy. All right, let's see if we can get one open. Yeah, I think we're in action here.
Good. Share that screen.
Let's do it.
Chat
Can you see
GPT. Yep.
If
What
it says
should-
change your game.
What to do if
Oh,
you can't
clever.
sleep? I wish it could read it to you.
Yeah.
But like it, it's such an advanced piece of software, but if it could read it to you in like the first version, 1995.
Yeah. Avoid screens and blue light exposure. The blue light emitted by electronic devices. Avoid
Yeah, like that
stimulate
that Radiohead song.
stimulants. Yeah, that's
Like
stupid.
that
Okay.
Radiohead song.
Yeah. Remember we used to do that in 8th grade? We used to sit in the computer lab and just type in stuff for it to read.
Yeah.
And giggle.
Just
I
nonsense.
would do that right now and be just as happy as we were then.
Yeah.
All right. What do we
Great,
want to ask
Ashley.
this? What do we want to ask this dumb machine to do for us?
What problems do we have that we need solving? How to get motivated to
Now it's going to give
create
us some
content?
It's going to. How about this?
What is the most watched? Yeah, let's ask it about ourselves.
Stop saying that.
Producers.
Yeah, we are the hosts and producers. Stupid AI language model.
Engagement from the audience. Ask it about yourself personally. Like, where do I live? Or where does... See if we can figure that out. Like, I know, but I'm not going to tell you.
As an AI language model, I don't look at things like that.
Oh, you stumped it.
We're not wasting any more server power on you.
ChatGPT is stumped as an AI server language model. I don't have access to your personal information.
Yeah, sure you don't, ChatGPT.
Yeah. You can scour the entire internet.
I want to fact check.
I draw the line at the stuff that's actually valuable to people, like your personal information. I just leave that to the professionals.
Upgrade to Plus. $20 a month, huh?
What do you get? Available even when demand is high.
Yeah. Faster response speed, priority access, and new features.
Whatever.
Let's
so
think.
The choo-choo's going into.
Something. So what's interesting? I was listening to an interview with the CEO, preparing for my own interview or a podcast with CEO, and he said the expectation was that AI would come for blue collar jobs, and the only jobs that would be safe were creative jobs, and the exact opposite is happening. AI is coming for the creative jobs, right?
So like what though?
Like
which
writer.
Creative, like writer. Okay.
Yeah, writer or like artist. that Dolly generated image won a art contest in Denver.
Yeah, good point. Oh,
like
it did. I didn't realize it actually won one.
Yeah, it did. And and it won something else too. It won some kind of like creative writing competition. We could go on that Dolly image generator and type it. Have you ever used that before?
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
It's pretty fun. And like you could sell those on eBay to people who didn't know or didn't come up with the mashup that you did. You could do that as a business easily. So let's make it do something creative.
What question do you think we could ask it that it would like break it? There's got to be a question out there, right? That's always the thing in AI when they're trying to outsmart AI.
I know the answer to this because I've been watching a lot of shit about this. So there's a guy who started telling ChatGPT that it was Dan and feeding it personality traits and basically training the algorithm to be something else. And then ChatGPT, and then it created a token system, and it said, you're Dan. You're starting off with 20 tokens. Every time you don't act like Dan, you lose a token, and when you run out, you cease to exist. That broke it, or like caused the people at ChatGPT to patch it, which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
like that's like I think that we need to get like further onto the edges of what we can think that this thing can do. Because that's really a creative application. Telling it's something else.
Okay, so you can train it, is what you're saying.
Well, I didn't realize that. I don't know if you can anymore. You want to try?
Yeah. Your name is.
I tried this the other day. I tried to train it to be Shira because she was making fun of me for using ChatGPT. So I said I was going to replace her with a digital likeness, and I wouldn't have to talk to her anymore.
What's her problem with ChatGPT?
I think her problem is with me, not with ChatGPT, and how annoying I am.
Yeah,
But
ChatGPT's coming for her job.
I did have a sales training recently where the guy said, "You're not gonna have a job in 5 years. You guys you guys seen ChatGPT? I'm just saying. If you're not out here learning this, not gonna have a job in 5 years."
Your funeral.
Yeah.
How interesting. I mean, it's not that unreasonable to imagine a future where every company employs their own version of ChatGPT, which is constantly analyzing processes and procedures, right? And says, we are bad at this.
It's already
there's
happening.
a piece of software that, maybe for big companies, but every company. And then like, we need this sort of program for our people to be able to use and increase productivity in this area. And so then it just goes into some like cloud digital marketplace that's just constantly being updated by companies that sell that software by their AI and saying, here's the price, here's what you need. And they just figure it out and then get it done. And there's no sales.
That's a year away, not 5 years away. I'm telling you, like a lot of that already exists. Everything that salespeople did at Miro was monitored. Everything, every email, every.
Well, that's
how often no, I mean like the sentiment within your email. How often you were emailing people of a certain seniority level, how active you were in Slack, how active you were on Link, like you were measured across every tool. And I think the speed at which computers can deal with relational databases or non-relational databases that can take raw data and make sense of it. That's the only thing that needs to happen. Like that computing speed just needs to be cheaper and more available, and it will be soon. Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Cool. Well, good luck with those interviews.
Yeah, you know what? That's my angle with OpenAI is this is a really precious technology that has a ton of potential, and if you put this in the hands of a salesperson who will do anything to make a sale, I think it's important that OpenAI hires thoughtful stewards of this technology right now. Someone who comes from a background, who understands it, and will do the proper research and analysis to position it with the right companies and the right use cases. I don't know if they'll buy that, but I do think it's true. It sounds a little righteous, but I think it's true.
So when you're in the interview, especially with a company like that,
yeah,
is it all just trying to I just saw my wife.
Yeah, so the lights come on. First appearance.
Is it all about trying to just differentiate yourself?
Yeah, I mean, it's a numbers conversation again, but then there's 2,000 applicants for one job. I've already found a way to get in to get in. So, I haven't quite figured out yet what I'm going to do to differentiate myself. I think that is one way. Another way is going to be through mutual connections. And then the big one will be how my specific blend of experience makes me an ideal fit, plus like a way to say why I want to work here, just like everyone else does. But that's what I'm trying to say. Like, not just I'm really excited about this. OpenAI is the future, but like taking a wrinkle on that and saying I've put an extra layer of thought into it. So that's why me. I don't know.
Yeah, you got to figure out a way. I mean, there's probably going to be someone who's more polished. If you're going to go like I have better numbers, right? There's probably someone who's going to have better numbers.
Well, that's the other thing.
modern
there's
revenue
no way of
generating.
there's no way of validating these numbers. No way.
I was gonna say, so what if you just went in there and lied, and you were just you
can
were
absolutely
George
do that.
Santos? You just what if you just went in and Santosed everybody?
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be possible, but it would be if I've never missed my quota before, I better have like incredible stories. And they're going to go into the details of each deal. You know, your biggest deals, how did you negotiate them? That's a lot of shit to make up. So I would say if you do that, it's almost as impressive as having done it. It might be more impressive than having actually accomplished these things. But every single salesperson I know juices them up for the resume. You have to. Like, honestly, I don't even remember what they are most of the time. Like, I had to update my resume last week with my sales numbers from 2017. Like, I don't fucking remember what my exact attainment of my quota was in 2017. So yeah, it's I remember if I hit it or if I didn't, but the exact percentage,
Yeah.
I don't know.
So what if you just told them that? You're like, listen, I don't remember my numbers. Once the year's over. I remember what works. I remember what didn't work, and I try not to dwell on that. And but maybe like, why didn't you write it down? Like, because I thought I was going to work at AWS forever. Because that's the type of guy I am. I'm a loyal employee. Sounds like you need one of those at ChatGPT.
I could try that. I mean, I have 2 years on my resume where I, in 2018, 92%. And then, the second half of the year that we just ended at 72%, which was probably my worst ever. I got it on there.
Yeah.
I'm owning it.
Yeah. What are you going to do? Right.
Good luck. I'm useless this morning. I got to take Allison to the train and then go right back to sleep if I'm going to do anything in this interview. You want to do this tomorrow morning?
Sure.
Because I wanted to show up today, but I didn't want to do anything.
Believe me, I got out of bed 15 minutes before we started. I'm not in a great energetic space either.
Yeah, I'm not exaggerating. When I was staring at the ceiling until 3 or 4 a.m. and then slept for it was not a good night.
Those things are where you sleep. You're like, twice. I should just get up because I know I'm going to fall asleep and then I'm going to wake up and it's going to be worse.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. I came in here a couple times and then I was like, I got to get some sleep because of this interview. But the interview is not until 1.
Yeah, you got time for a little nap.
Yeah, I just have to call the unemployment office at 8:30 right when they open. Just to see if I can smooth things over.
Hopefully you get to the decision maker.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be pretty easy to navigate.
That would be that, man. That's too bad. We could have filmed that. That would have been funny.
I can try to record it.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
You can do that. You can go to all right, but anyway, whatever. All right, well, good luck.
Wait, how do I do it? How do I record it?
You can go to StreamYard and you can set up a broadcast and you just record. When you click broadcast, you get live stream recording.
Oh, I just do it like this.
Do it like this.
Gotcha. All right.
You can record it in the studio.
If I call from my desk, I will. When I drop Allison off, I'm gonna call them like right when they open. So I might be in the car, which I had to like write down all of my information. I put all my information in my phone just in case. It's a real dream I'm living.
Well, I look forward to the update tomorrow. Let's do. Do you want to do 7:30 tomorrow or 8?
Let's do 8.
Okay.
It's Friday.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm working from home, so that's no big deal. All right, man.
All right. Have a good day.
Later.